Today was a fairy tale, you were the prince. I used to be a damsel in distress. You took me by the hand and you picked me up at 6. Today was a fairy tale.
Hi everyone, we're at the LACMA, the LA County Museum of Art, and I'm here with a woman who is very inspirational, not just to me, but women across the nation, really. I'm here with Tamara Duricka, now Tamara Duricka Johnson, correct? And this today marks day 1 of my 30 days of beauty. And Tamara, you're the creator of 31 dates in 31 days. How fun was that?
It was outrageous, right? I mean, it was fun. It was really tiring. I got like 3 hours of sleep a night. Are you kidding? I was working full-time. Dating is a full-time job. What can I say? I mean,
put a little work into it too.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to plan them. You've got to actually go out on them. And I wrote about them every night, and then I also had a 40-hour-a-week job too. So, you know, it gets a little bit heavy to do that, but you've got to,
woman on a mission.
Hey, you've got to do what you can to follow your dreams, and that's what I thought that you should do.
I love that. And tell me on today, the beauty of inspiration. What inspired you to do your 31-day project?
Well, I'll tell you, I've heard a lot of people say that a lot of motivation comes through desperation. And for me, that was exactly where it came from. I mean, I was down in the dumps. I had gone through 2 rough breakups in 1 year, and then my sweet dog died, and then I turned 31 thinking that my year of 30 was disastrous.
Not off to a good start.
So I decided I was going to kick 31 off with something special, and it was way more special than I thought it would ever be, for sure.
I love that. And I know a lot of women look at that project and think, I want to do it, I want to do it. But other than just being fun and getting out there and dating and learning about new people, what other theme was present? What did you want to happen?
You know, I really did it because I wanted to learn something about myself. I wasn't exactly sure what I would learn. I thought of it as really a social experiment with a bunch of control factors. You know, I would be a constant in there, and you know, I was in New York City, which was great, and I would have a lot of fun dates and just make sure that I would keep an open attitude and an open mind. And I learned so much about the importance of life, the importance of relationship with others, not just with men, but with women as well, and really valuing everyone that you meet, knowing that everyone has something to offer you.
I love that, and finding out their story.
Yeah.
And now, did these men inspire you at all?
Every single one of them. In fact, I would run into them a few months later, and I would just think, thank you so much, you taught me so much. And I'm sure that they thought of me as just some girl that they went on a date with for a few hours.
Beautiful girl they were lucky to take out in NYC.
Oh gosh, but I mean, I would look at them and still do as these men who gave me these nuggets of knowledge that I'll hold on to for the rest of my life. They were completely inspiring to me. They helped me realize how to respect myself better when I met people, how to respect other people a little bit more, realizing that we all have so much to offer, and we can't take that for granted, even if we aren't meeting a person who we think, well, you're not the person of my dreams, so why even bother, you know? If it's not the person of your dreams, he's the person of someone else's dreams, so I might as well treat him like that. So it really did teach me a lot, and taught me a lot about how to treat other people. So I'm grateful for that.
Yeah,
in every way.
That's a beautiful lesson to learn how to communicate and to learn how to seek out, literally find the beauty in other people.
Exactly.
So one man stood out to you, inspired you more than others.
It's true. It's true.
What happened?
Well, one of those dates, you know, ended up being a little bit more memorable for me. And it wasn't one of these things where I thought, oh, he is so dreamy. I mean, I honestly thought if I ever met the man of my dreams that the Hallelujah Choir would just start singing. And that didn't exactly happen, you know. My heart didn't, you know, palpitate thinking he's the one. I mean, quite frankly, I really thought that I could have fallen in love with half of the guys that I went out with. But one guy kept coming back to mind, and I had to go out with him again, and again, and again, and again, until finally we took that final walk down the aisle. And I mean, it was more than I could have imagined. So really a big lesson in setting myself up for taking big risks every day. One thing that I really got to learn was expect the unexpected.
I love that.
Because even when you're sitting there doing something that you don't know what the result would be, but you're going to give it your all anyway, just because you know that you're going to learn something, and gosh, it really scares the heck out of you doing it. You're going to learn so much about yourself, you'll learn so much about other people, and you'll learn so much about the magic of this world that it just presents itself to you. I mean, I saw miracles happening every single day. And the more that I started to recognize the miracles, the more miracles that I saw in my life. And then, I mean, let's just say, marriage is a miracle. Me getting married is definitely a miracle.
And you were married at 31 years old?
I got engaged at 31, and right after I turned 32, I got married, almost to the day of when I started the project.
Beautiful. 31 dates in 31 days, got engaged at 31 years old. It reminds me, you know, human progress, change is neither automatic nor inevitable. You have to actually work and put in the struggle and the challenge. And
you really do.
So what you did, you created this project in your life, and what beautiful things that came from it.
Yeah.
And
I definitely wasn't looking for a boyfriend. You know, I was looking more for what I could bring to myself or bring to the world, and I definitely could feel like I got so much more than that.
Wonderful. And now for the women out there who, we're talking about 31 dates, maybe for the women who haven't had a date in a while, what would you tell them to inspire them?
Girls, don't give up hope. First and foremost, I have been there. I gave up hope of finding any man. I was the biggest cynic, thinking there are no men in New York. And I found at least 30 guys who were really great there. But really, be nicer to yourselves. Be nicer to them. Give yourself a little bit more of a chance. Give them a little bit more of a chance. And just realize that, you know, if you've got a track record of 100 bozos that you've dated in the past, it's likely that maybe the next guy you date or the next guy that you meet might be a bozo too, but at least be nice to him because he might have friends. That's really the key to it. I mean, that's...
And what
just
I
gotta
love,
be nice no matter
your
what.
30th date was your future husband, correct? And then on the 31st date,
we went out. Yeah, we went out on the 31st date. Was when I went out with him for the second time, and
so
then we just kept dating.
Like
so.
Vanessa Williams sings about, you went and saved the best for last, right?
It's true. It's true.
Okay, now one question for me. Embarking on a journey, setting out to blog and video and find new adventures every day for 30 days, do you have any inspirational recommendations?
I'll tell you what a person told me when I was training for a marathon a few years ago. I'm not a runner. They told me when I trained up to about 8 miles, they said, 8 miles, you've got it. And I said, a marathon is 26 miles. I don't have this yet, I have to keep going. When I was halfway through my project, just about, I sort of had a nervous breakdown. Called my mom, who everybody should call in those moments, going, how can I do this? And she says, you know, no one is expecting you to finish. But are you expecting yourself to finish? And will you regret it later if you don't? So my advice to you
I got the chills.
would just say, just keep going.
Okay.
Knowing that you started today, you can already make it to 30 days. You've already made it to 30 days in your mind.
Yep.
So just keep going. You might get tired. You might think, there's no way that I can do this. It's such a journey. It's such an important journey. But just keep your eyes and your mind and your heart open, and I guarantee you that you will continue to see beauty all around you. And that purity that you're looking for, you will find it. I guarantee that. And I'm looking forward to reading about it.
And now you know why I began with her. Beauty, the beauty of inspiration. Tamara, you're inspiration and a beauty inside and out. And thank you for being here. So thank you for watching 30 Days of Beauty at purebeautyproject.com. One final question, if you had to do 31 days project again, what might we see from you? 31 days of...
Well, my husband and I have debated whether we're going to do 31 days again, but I've actually debated doing 31 dares in 31 days. I don't know, maybe you guys could take on the dares?
I dare you to do it.
Okay.
Okay, well, it's on. Be looking for her book and the book turned movie. A lot of great things coming from this lovely, wonderful, inspirational girl. And thank you again.
Thanks, Jess.
Bye, guys. Good night.
Today was a fairy tale, you were the prince. I used to be a damsel in distress. You took me by the hand and you picked me up at 6. Today was a fairy tale.